This could be all she wrote. Byron, we always make a... Wow, if that's any indication, she's not taking any prisoners in this one. Here we go. Take a look at this again.
Yeah, that was nice.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Something tells me WWE fans will be discussing this six-man tag match for years to come, and I can't blame them.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. Hope everybody at home set those DVRs, because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic.
Introducing first, from Ponte Beach, Florida, Alicia.
Hey, Alicia! Alicia! Well, you should have heard what Byron was saying about you earlier today.
Michael! I'm getting out of here.
Good, thank God. Now the show can get crazy like a fox.
Yeah, she's not quite like all your other superstars in WWE. She has some issues.
Unpredictable, sure. I'm into that sort of thing.
And from Denver, Colorado, Torres.
Six-man tag team action coming up next, guys.
And both these teams come into this match incredibly confident. But unfortunately for one of them, they're going to have their confidence crushed by the end of this one.
From Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki.
An exciting six-man tag team match coming up here, gentlemen.
Michael, ever since this match was announced, I've gone back and forth as to which team I think will walk away victorious. At this point, I say it's just too close to call.
And here comes Sasha.
And their opponents. First, from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha.
Sasha Banks has made a great deal of history here in WWE. Competed in the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match, multiple-time Raw Women's Champion.
You should get one of those rings that say Braves on it like Sasha has. I'll pass.
And her partners, Laycool and Laycool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have six-man tag team action coming up.
And given who's involved in this one, I assure you that you don't want to miss.
Popped up. Here we go. Alicia Fox on the move. Meteora. And she lets her free.
But the damage was certainly done, Michael.
Oh, my goodness.
Jam your leg in a bad way.
Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces with the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well.
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that six-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote.
There are times during a six-man tag match where the hostility between two teams overflows. The result is complete chaos, and all six superstars duke it out inside, and many times outside the ring. It's complete and total chaos. But if you're one of the legal competitors in the ring during that time, you must return to the ring before the referee's 10 count or risk being counted out and lose the match for your team.
Byron, you talked about the moment in six-man tag matches when all semblance of order breaks down. Many times the two teams are so determined to tear each other apart that they don't pay attention to who the legal person in the ring is or where the referee is in their 10 count. That's a huge mistake.
In the throes of battle, superstars lose their composure, and what was a six-man tag match breaks down into a Pier 6 brawl. And if you don't keep an eye on the referee's count, you could get counted out and be the reason your team loses the match. I can see Byron making that mistake and ruining it for everybody. There are instances when a six-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye, or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function as a cohesive unit.
And she hits the backbreaker. Corey.
Earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a six-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team, Alicia Fox, looking for something big.
Nice somersault leg drop. Now that's what I call making a statement.
Sasha Banks is in a bad...
Bad way now.
The boss looks terrible at the moment. There it is. Foxy putting those long legs to good use.
Nice.
Scissors kick.
She's back in full control now. Sasha Banks is in a bad way now.
The boss looks terrible at the moment.
Something that is always important in a six-man match is having the ability to perform double-team moves. One of the things that successful six-man teams try and execute are double-team moves, and then have the third team member perform a signature or finishing maneuver.
There it is. She's made the tag.
And her partner is on absolute fire right now.
Teamwork is always paramount in a six-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to have a level of teamwork where two members of the trio perform a double team move, and the third member follows that up with a move so their opponent is really down for the count.
The key is to deliver the maximum amount of punishment to your opponent in the least amount of time. You have until the referee's count of 5. It's not like you have all day in the ring, but if your team of 3 can deliver that type of offense, your trio will be in good shape.
The boss... giving some serious orders right now.
This could be huge.
She's starting to take a beating, and the confidence she came into this 6 women's tag team match seems to be fading a bit.
Yeah, but we all know that she can dish it out just as well as she can take it. And with that in mind, I wouldn't be surprised to see her turn the tides here shortly.
How she responds to this is going to be very important moving forward. She simply cannot let it take her out of her game plan.
She drops her with a clothesline. She goes for the cover.
Digging deep for a kick out.
Not yet.
Diving headbutt, diving headbutt. If an opponent exhibits a weakness for a specific move, some will return.
Uh-oh, forearm gonna cut off the wind.
Look out here. And she goes down hard.
That'll leave a mark.
She's starting to stammer here. She really needs to think about making a tag, guys.
At this point, you have to wonder if her partners are starting to regret teaming up with her. I'm just saying.
Guys, we're not used to seeing her like this. I wonder how she's going to respond here.
She's looking at it.
This might be it.
Oh, my. Here's her chance.
We got a cover. A mammoth slam right there, guys.
She gets in attack mode. Look out. Over time, there have been various types.
Oh, and she makes the tag.
And not a moment too soon, Michael.
That strike definitely found its target. Not so fast.
believe this is the beginning of the end.
Byron, you mentioned...
Oh, man, talk about a hard landing.
That could be a game changer. Did you see the impact on that? Wow.
There's not a person in this arena who thought that that was it for him.
Clearly not enough damage done.
She's not looking good here, guys.
Man, she's got to get herself together here.
Back down to earth with authority.
She's in firm control of this one. Such incredible impact.
Oh, talk about getting flattened.
Yeah, she's going to be feeling that one for a while.
Not looking good for her right now. Now, I think this match is starting to take it all out of her, guys.
This woman has absolutely no quit in her, guys. Taking on a little offense like this isn't going to end her night. I can assure you of that.
This might be one of the most tightly contested matches I've seen in a long time. Any one of these women can win this thing.
Incoming. She goes for the cover. And she gets the shoulders up. She's still in this one.
I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before.
She is on fire.
In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forget.
Taken off her feet now.
And you're not going to win many matches down there, I can tell you that.
Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that caught the attention of the entire sports entertainment world. The New Day fought for survival amongst the darkness of the Wyatt family compound in a battle where pickaxes and cinder blocks were used as weapons and automobiles were used as battering rams.
The New Day versus the Wyatts at the Wyatt family compound was not your traditional six-man tag match, but it showed what can happen when issues between factions can't be resolved through a sanctioned WWE match. I'll tell you what, none of the men who fought in that conflict will ever be the same. Oh man, she's rolling now.
There are instances when
This could be all she wrote. Look at this, Byron.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
That has got to be it.
If at first you don't succeed.
Look at this, Byron. For some reason, she lets it go.
Did you ever stop to think that she might have something else planned here?
Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a six-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together.
That's easier said than done. Just because superstars might be favorites of the WWE Universe or have a common enemy, that doesn't mean they'll get along. It also doesn't mean
This could end it in a hurry.
Oh, she wants this win bad.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
Big move coming.
Wait for it.
She might have it. Simply destroying the back.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
And Corey, she releases the hold.
Looks like a questionable decision on paper, but I'm sure she has something up her sleeve here, Cole.
Nope, she releases it.
Well, that decision may very well come back to haunt her, Cole.
Near a count out. Here, Corey.
It would be a shame if this ends in a countout, Cole.
What an all-star ensemble in the ring right now. 6 of WWE's most successful competitors for sure. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
Amazingly, she works her way free.
Cole, there may be no beating her here tonight.
Boy, that hit the mark.
Oh, that was a vicious shot.
Beginning to look bad for her here. She's got 2 very capable partners in her corner. Now might be a good time to bring one of them in.
Hey, when you put 6 of the most competitive women on the roster today in the same ring at the same time, somebody's going to get hurt. And it just so happens to be her.
She has to be careful not to let this get out of hand here, guys. Yes, she's in better overall shape than her opponent, but that can change in an instant.
Great example of teamwork right there.
Are we going to see the tag, Byron? There it is. She's made the tag.
And her partner is on absolute fire right now.
Oh, and she gets floored by that one.
Yeah, there's no staying on your feet after something like that.
Oh my goodness, what a takedown. She's not wasting any time. We're looking at complete domination here.
Absolutely incredible.
Bad news for the boss. Oh, man, Sasha Banks is in trouble now.
A perfectly executed flip.
Going all the way up.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Look at this. Nobody comes back from this.
This one's over, guys.
Look at this.
Too close for comfort.
With all the damage done, you have to wonder how much more it'll take. I remember seeing Sasha Banks perfect the bank statement in NXT, and when the boss has her opponent cinched in right in the middle of the ring, there's nothing to do but tap out.
Look at this. She lets her out.
She better have a good reason for this, Cole, because she just had her seconds away from tapping, I think.
For some reason, she lets it go.
Did you ever stop to think that she might have something else?
Submission time.
When Sasha Banks locks in the bank statement, it's boss time, and it doesn't take very long.
And she escapes the submission.
Not a lot of people can break out of that one, Michael.
Uh-oh, Sasha Banks is looking at it.
Bankrupt. That's all she wrote, fellas.
Penny predicament. And only a 1 count.
Remarkable.
She's got her where she wants her. She's turning the tables.
They ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do.
Drop kick from behind.
Something that is always important in a six-man match is having the ability to perform double team moves. One of the things...
Big move coming.
Wait for it!
The force on that impact was unreal, guys.
This one is over. Sasha Banks is in a bad way now.
The boss looks terrible at the moment.
A surprising reversal from Sasha Banks. In off the tag.
Teamwork is always paramount in a six-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to...
The end may be near.
Hangman's neck breaker.
Oh, gosh.
Now it's time to capitalize.
That should do it right there. I see where she's going with this. She's looking at it.
Now in full control.
I'm not sure if this is the right time for Alicia Fox to be flaunting out there. When a super... Stars in a six-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too...
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Look out! That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
Man, she goes for the quick pin. Hurricane Rana.
What a six-man tag match.
And here's another look at some incredible... Not much we'd stop talking about for a long, long time.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. Wow, I haven't seen a match like that in a long... I might go home and watch a replay. It was that good.
Your winners, Alicia Fox, Torres, and Nikki.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win here tonight.
To get the pinfall victory over such a high-quality opponent is incredibly impressive, Michael.
Simply amazing how well these three work together tonight.